we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Appalachian State's offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy.
Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Williams will pass. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Give to the fullback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out, but he hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Mountaineer. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Baker. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. showing the arm strength to the left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in on the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, App State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. You might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's going to fire deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get the sack just like that.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Williams looking for a man. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Murphy. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wants to pass it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball, no chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Holds it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Dorsey. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Line gets set, first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
The score, App State, 21, Georgia Southern, 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really.
Touchdown, Mountaineer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year. But I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Wants to throw on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Finds his man. It's Dorsey.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Williams will pass. Gets it out quickly. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Mays. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good.
That makes the score App State 28, Georgia Southern 6.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, App State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this off.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Williams will pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be dragged down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want...
Brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open gap.
Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Williams looking for a man. He looks that one in nicely. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips a tackle. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
Georgia Southern 6.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Williams will pass. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time to play.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Murphy. And sure, tackling there. there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He's got it again. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Off the RPO, complete.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Williams looking for a man. It's on target and complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because you're...
He is smashing people. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UMass. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Touch pass on the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. Well, that's pretty convenient for this defense with a run blitz turning into a sack blitz.
Just how you drew it up. What are you talking about? It's a blitz, right? I just got to make the play and make it happen. I'll tell you what, could have been a big play in the back end, but got to protect the quarterback, got to keep him upright. I like the aggressiveness, but now, 4th down, let's see how aggressive you want to be.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Williams will pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Using the quick game.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Appalachian State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could be any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
This offense has a second down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets open down the middle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a second.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they...
Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. Backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Snags it over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Williams will pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Coming after him, trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Dorsey. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll try to pop the draw. Fakes his man out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Mays. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive. He's going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback empties his backfield. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Pulls it in, it's Dorsey. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over UMass. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants a big play here late. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Williams will pass. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, App State! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a winner.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the route is on. They've stretched out this lead, and they're starting to smell their 11th win of the year. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaching.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. Catch in the middle. It's Dorsey. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Williams looking for a man. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made. Offense set on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Buying some time. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get...
Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. There's a long and